What's good? How you living? This is your boy Nova the Raw Uncut, back to preview the 2017-2018 Eastern Conference Finals. Now, let's run down the teams. Boston had to go through 7 games to dispatch Milwaukee in a tight series, and then surprisingly easily dispatched the process known as the Philadelphia 76ers in 5 games. Meanwhile, the Cavs had to struggle, and even at times it didn't seem like they were going to get out of the first round, to defeat the Indiana Pacers in 7 before they swept Toronto again, which led to the firing of Dwayne Casey. Now, let's be real, we've been looking forward to this matchup since day 1 of the season at this particular time, because we've been waiting to see Kyrie Irving, after getting out of Cleveland after those 3 years, 3 straight trips to the finals, championship, wanted to have his own team, wanted to show that he can lead a team to the promised land. And here we are, and he's out for the year. So that's a bummer. But nonetheless, this series is still going to be somewhat exciting in my opinion. Let me explain to you why. The Boston Celtics, in my opinion, are kind of a reincarnation of the Kobe, Shaq era Spurs. And when I say that, I'm talking about a team who there are names on that team, budding stars on that, that were on that team. Tim Duncan was in a sense had already arrived, but you had Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili coming in, I think in 03 or 05, one or the other. But nonetheless, that team, even though there were names, was more or less predicated on tough grit, always defending, timely shots and defense, opportunistic shots, amazing defense. Their basketball system was stout and unrivaled. And the Boston Celtics are now that team in this era. Brad Stevens is by far and away the best coach to have not won a title in the NBA, even though there's an argument to say that he could just be the best coach in the NBA, period. What he has done with this team, despite injuries to Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, at times Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown in the playoffs, Daniel Theis, the dude has just managed to keep this team motivated, and this is a team that is never out of a game. They are in it from tip-off to the end of it. And they proved that more so in the Philadelphia series, because given how Philadelphia was playing going into that series, we thought that was going to be a wash. We thought, given the health, the explosiveness of the Sixers, the way they defend going into that series, we thought, and maybe they thought too, that was going to be a wash, and this did not turn out to be the case. And here we are with Boston as a 2 seed with home court. Now, that being said, they're going up against the best player in the NBA. And that guy has an effect on teams, especially when it comes to Toronto. Toronto was top 5 offense, top 5 defense going into that series. And you would never have known it. Now, that being said, as great as LeBron was, that team showed up in that series. They were shooting their lights out in the Toronto series. They were struggling in the Pacers series. So, which version are we going to get? Are we going to get the Pacers version of the Cavs, or are we going to get the Raptors version of the Cavs? Because if we get the Pacers version of the Cavs, in my opinion, they're not winning this series. Brad Stevens will not be outcoached in this series. Can his team be outplayed? That can happen if Cleveland shoots their lights out. And I believe they can. Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, when he's hot, Calderon, Kevin Love, if he's producing, this series can be, and I think it will be, a nail biter. I'm definitely going to say it's going to go 7 games. Who will win is the question. Home court is a wash. Boston can win on the road. Cleveland can win on the road. And this is no knock against each other's teams, crowds, or anything like that. It's just these teams are built to win both at home and on the road. The fact that Boston has home court advantage given that they will have home court at Game 7. Yes, that is a nice, factor to have in their back pocket. But if you're Boston, look, yes, you're going up against the best player in the world, but everything else, you have the advantage at. They have youth, they have athleticism, they have shooting, they're a better defending team. So there should be no reason for them to lose this series. However, until I see it happen, I am not picking against LeBron James. So, with that being said, I'm picking Cleveland to win in 7 games to go back to the NBA Finals. That is my prediction for the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 begins May 13th, 3:30 Eastern in Boston. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. With that being said, until next time, y'all stay positive, y'all stay strong, and I will talk to y'all on the next one. Peace.